What's going on, you guys? Welcome back into the Hot Corner for this Friday edition of the show. I am Mike Wolfgang, and thank you for following along with me as always. As usual, I have some scores from yesterday to give you guys, as well as new matchups that are going to be getting underway tonight. There have been a few headlines to our professional baseball within the last 24 hours, but before I give you guys those headlines, we're going to lead things off with some scores from last night. Starting off with the Detroit Tigers, they beat the Texas Rangers by a score of 7-5. The Braves beat the Phillies by a score of 7-2 last night. The Boston Red Sox beat the New York Yankees by a score of 5-4 in comeback fashion as they continue that historic rivalry. The San Diego Padres defeated the Miami Marlins 3-2, and the Rays won 5-4 over the Cleveland Indians in 10 innings last night. As I mentioned on yesterday's show, I was planning on going to this game last night, and I was in attendance. It was kind of cool to be at as a baseball fan. Indians jumped out to an early lead, and the Tampa Bay Rays had to come back to force it to extra innings, and that's how they became victorious. St. Louis took down the Cubs 3-2, Angels over the Twins 3-2. San Francisco was victorious over the LA Dodgers 5-3, and the Oakland Athletics beat the Seattle Mariners by a score of 4-1. There are a few new series getting underway tonight. Some of those ones I just mentioned from yesterday, they're going to continue their 4-game weekend series, but we're going to start things off with the Diamondbacks. They're in Chicago to take on the Cubs tonight in Wrigley. Baltimore will play host to Washington, and Atlanta is in Philly to play the Phillies. The Yankees are going to continue things with the Red Sox tonight. The Cardinals are going to play host to the Cincinnati Reds, and the Blue Jays are in New York to take on the Mets. San Diego is going to remain in Miami to play the Marlins. The Rays are going to stay in Cleveland tonight to play the Indians. And the White Sox and Brewers will face off tonight as they open up that series. Detroit is in Kansas City to take on the Royals. The Rangers are in Houston to play the Astros. The Angels are going to play the Twins again tonight. Pittsburgh Pirates are in San Francisco to play the Giants tonight. Rockies and Dodgers will get together, and the Oakland Athletics will remain in Seattle to play the Mariners. As I mentioned at the top, there were a few headlines throughout the last day or so throughout baseball. Starting things off yesterday, as we concluded the show yesterday, this one actually came out. The Tampa Bay Rays acquired Nelson Cruz from the Minnesota Twins in exchange for two prospects. I think this is going to be a big pickup for the Rays. Nelson Cruz can provide power to their lineup. I think he's going to hit well also in their home ballpark of Tropicana Field in Tampa Bay, so we'll see how that one plays out. I think it was a big pickup as they push forward for the playoffs, the Tampa Bay Rays. Yesterday, the Cleveland Indians, they just announced that they decided on a new name, but they did not announce it. Actually, this afternoon they came out and announced it, so they waited a day. They actually came out with the Cleveland Guardians. As I looked throughout social media and I talked to some people, it doesn't seem like the Guardians is a popular choice by the Cleveland fans, but there is some meaning behind it. So the Guardians are going to honor the Guardians of Traffic or the Guardians of Transportation. It is a bridge in downtown Cleveland with statues at each end of it that connect the city's west side and the east side. So that's what the Cleveland Indians went with. Some people don't like it, but that's what they went with, and we're going to have to move forward with that. So that's all for today as we close things out here. As we head into the weekend, let me remind you that you should check out Alec Caberna's daily sports show called The Casual Sports Report, which is posted every day. And make sure to tune into the Casual Sports podcast hosted by Alec, myself, and Matthew Morrison on Wednesday afternoons once it returns in the coming weeks. That's going to do it for today, you guys. Thank you for tuning in with me. This is Mike Wolfgang, your host, signing off. Thank you for tuning into the Hot Corner. There is a lot of baseball going on this weekend, so make sure to tune into that. We'll see you next week.